I've been talking about toys of Optimus Primal for quite some time on the channel now, and this isn't even all of them. I've talked about several Optimus Primal toys from Rise of the Beasts. The Smash Changer, the Studio Series, the Mainline Voyager, the big Ultimate one, even the Yellow Park ones. Didn't get to keep the huge one, but I even had a chance to look at the massive Yellow Park one. I've talked about so many Optimus Primal toys that it only seemed fitting that I got and talked about the Flagship Optimus Primal toy from the movie. Now, you may be thinking, Flagship toy, what's that? Every Transformers movie has a Flagship toy. The one that they want every kid to get for Christmas. The big one, the big ticket item. For the first Transformers movie, it was the Ultimate Bumblebee. That was the one for the first movie. For the second movie, we had Ultimate Devastator, as well as a reissue of Ultimate Bumblebee. For the third movie, Dark of the Moon, we had Ultimate Optimus Prime, the Optimus with the big old wings and everything. For the fourth movie, we had Stomp and Chomp Grimlock. This is where they got a little simpler, a little less, proper Transformer, but still, it transformed. It had lights and sounds. It was the big ticket item. For the fifth movie, The Last Night, it wasn't as extreme, but we did get like a larger Dragon Storm. It wasn't really like very well pushed as the big ticket item, but it kind of was the big ticket item. And for the Bumblebee movie, it got even smaller. It kind of got down to a smaller scale. And the big ticket item was I think it was called like Power Charge Bumblebee. The one where you like spin the chest wheel. And it was kind of like a leader class Bumblebee. It's honestly one of the best ones out of all of these flagship toys. And for Rise of the Beasts, the one we got, let's part the ways. Because the flagship toy we got was this animatronic Optimus Primal. There we go. This was our flagship toy for Rise of the Beasts. This is the one that they wanted every kid to get. It retailed for $120. And no way in hell was I ever going to spend anywhere close to that for a toy like this. I love collecting Transformers. I even get the gimmickier ones. I like the collector ones, the gimmicky ones, some of the high-end ones, some of the really kiddie ones, but I wasn't going to pay full price for this thing. So thankfully, when I went to the toy department, the place that seems to be supplying me with all of my Transformers nowadays, they had one for $30. It didn't include the swords, but I didn't care. Because for less than the price of a Voyager class, I was more than happy to get this big animatronic talking Optimus Primal. And I think it really holds a candle to some of the other flagship toys. And this one really reminds me of the first Ultimate Bumblebee that you saw earlier when I was talking about him. It has that animatronic function that we really haven't seen since that Ultimate Bumblebee. And obviously, we do have the animatronic Transformers, the RoboSen ones. I don't have any of those. If RoboSen would love to send me one, I would be more than happy to take a look at it. They send random influencers to them all the time, but not actual Transformers reviewers. How funny is that? But yeah, I'd love to take a look at one of those, but me personally, I kind of subscribe to the mindset that Thew also has. Thew Adams, my favorite YouTube channel, check him out. Best Transformers channel on the website. It is not me, it is Thew Adams. He reviewed not only the RoboSen Optimus, but also got this from Hasbro, which also Hasbro, why don't you send me stuff? Am I not special to you? Anyways, I just cracked myself up. I'm stupid. Yeah, he got both of those, and he was like, man, these toys are just playing with themselves. And I'm kind of like, yeah, I like playing with the toys myself. I don't like it when the toy plays with itself. And this is definitely a case of the toy plays with itself. That's just what it does. So obviously we can see it is in monkey mode right now. And it's pretty big. It's pretty substantial. It is a substantial monkey mode. The quickest monkey to convert here is the Smash Change one. And just showing you this one, you can see, yeah, it's pretty big. It is pretty big. And I would honestly say that a lot of the other gorillas, like the Studio Series, is pretty comparable to this in size and everything. It's a pretty big gorilla. I don't have time to transform all the other Optimus Primals in this video. The day, yeah, I don't have all of it. But I want to at least do this one. And also it gives me an excuse to do the most fun Smash Change of any Transformers toy of all time. But yeah, this thing is very, very big. And for articulation, like the gorilla head can move up and down. And like it doesn't really have any independent articulation. You, as the user, cannot really move this thing. You saw when I set it down, he just kind of collapsed under his own weight. Because he needs to be standing on his feet, just like this, in the gorilla mode to function. He is off right now, which is good, because otherwise he would be talking and moving while I'm trying to show it off to you. The transformation is very simplistic. It's Optimus Primal. It does have these little clear support beams around the back, which is kind of funny. But hey, it keeps him standing, especially when he stands up straight. The transformation is so simplistic. It really is. It's hardly a transformation. It's basically he stands up, his legs get longer, and his mask flips away. That's basically all it is. But still, it's fun. It did, you know, like I said, include swords. And I feel like for how much this toy, like, transforms back and forth, the swords wouldn't really make sense in the gorilla mode anyway. Because, like, as you can see, like, he has the gorilla, you know, fists. And he can, like, he's designed to kind of, like, pound his chest. And if he had swords, like, they would just be covering his face the whole time. And I've seen a lot of videos of this guy holding the swords. And they just look awkward, even in the robot mode. And, like, I don't want to take swords in and out all the time, so I wouldn't even display this guy with them anyway. They just look like Optimus Primal swords. They're just swords. I don't have them to show you. I'm sorry. So let's turn them on. Let's see how this Freddy Fazbear Optimus Primal is going to go. So it has a switch right back here. You flip it. I'm
Optimus Primal, leader of the Maximals.
Hi. I really appreciate the Beast Wars theme when you boot them up. That is so cool. So, a thing about the voice. I feel like there's two voices to this. One just sounds like some guy they got off the street, and another one sounds like Gary Chalk. I am not sure if Gary Chalk actually did any voice lines for this or not, but it sounds like Gary Chalk. So to get him moving a little bit more, we do have the functionality of pushing the button or talking a little bit more. But I think to really get him going, we need to push the button.
I am happy to see you, old friend.
And just like that, he transformed. Like, nothing special, he just went into robot mode. So you can see the things that happen with his conversion from gorilla to robot. He straightens his legs.
Something's wrong. Should we guard this sector? Say scan the perimeter or dismiss.
Scan the perimeter.
Perimeter scan active. Stay quiet. I'll report unusual readings.
Okay. You see anything? Did you do it?
Intruder! Leave now or face me!
Oh my gosh! Oh no! So, you kind of saw it firsthand. He's interactive. And I think it's really cool.
Beast mode!
Alright, and he's transforming again. So you can see he has these little things that flip in from the feet. His legs go down, and his chest kind of closes up, and he flips this mask. He also stands up in gorilla mode.
Bot mode! That's Prime.
That's Prime, yeah. I really love the interactivity because it's really fun for kids. Like, that perimeter scanning thing.
Stand ready, Maximals.
Alright.
Prepare to move out.
He just talks. He's gonna talk the whole time. But it's really fun that kids could, like, do that perimeter scan and...
Prepare to feel
like...
the power of Optimus Primal.
Okay. Like, they could just sit quietly with their Optimus Primal in their room and then, like, their sibling... Okay. He just transforms back and forth. Like, you see why the swords just would be a problem? Anyways, you can just sit quietly with your Optimus, and then if a parent or sibling walks in, intruder! And, like, it's really fun. And he actually gives you options on things to say. He can kind of detect what you say a little bit.
What we've got. Should
But
we roar or unleash an earthquake?
unleash an earthquake.
Get to cover. I'll squash this Predacon.
He's kind of like stomping the... That's fun. He's like stomping.
You're a great leader.
Oh, thank you. Does he, what does he respond to? Maximize.
Unleash the warrior within.
Do it. That's hype. That's hype.
mode.
Oh, okay, he's done. Something about an Optimus Primal that transforms by itself that plays the Beast Wars theme as it does it. It's not the exact theme, but like it invokes it. It's close enough. He does say like a lot of other things, but you can see he's just back and forth. He's always moving. He's always doing something.
Spot mode. That's Prime.
He does have a lot of other fun phrases too. You can't just press the button to like get him going.
Robotic form should be used sparingly. Beast mode.
But like it won't like override if you press. Now you can turn it off in both robot and beast mode, and it'll stay in whatever mode you turn him off in. So that's a good feature.
Unleash the warrior within.
Because there's some of these toys where like it transforms, and like when you turn it off, it goes back. Yeah, it's very fun. Ooh, what are we doing? There's like one line I really want to
I'm
hear.
in disguise.
Oh, he's in disguise. Okay. Oh, never mind. Never mind, he's back. It's just back and forth all the time.
Stand ready, Maximals. Prepare to move out.
Alright, back and forth. I'm sure some people might find it annoying just how much he transforms, but
Prepare to feel the power of Optimus Prime.
I think a lot of kids really would love this. I never really saw it in stores too much. Believe it or not, one of the stores I saw it at the most, funny enough, was Toys R Us. I have a Toys R Us and a Macy's store close to me, and I saw tons of it there. But I never really saw this at like Target or Walmart or anything, and I was very surprised not to see it. Obviously, available on Amazon. Amazon has everything. Can we, like, stop? Oh my gosh. Here, I want to hear, like, a few... Oh, thank you. I want to hear, like, one particular phrase really bad. Gorilla.
I understand.
Okay, good. Hello.
You have an unusual planet.
I feel like it just responds to, like, one word.
What? You were expecting a truck?
Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted to hear. I love that. I feel like that phrase was in there just to piss off G1ers. I love it.
Form should be used sparingly. Beast mode.
Like, I seriously don't know if it's just one voice actor that sometimes sounds like Gary Chalk and sometimes doesn't, or if it's
interesting,
or if it's like actually Gary Chalk for some of it. But I think the voice is good. It's not Ron Perlman Optimus Primal, but it's still a good voice, I think. All right. I'm pretty sure he said almost everything.
That's Prime.
Predacons. Optimus Prime.
Have anything else to say?
I guess not. You just straight up called me out. I'm pretty sure I've said all it really needs to be said about this guy. Here, let me shut him off so we can kind of keep him in this robot mode, and we can take a closer look at his detail. So I think his head sculpt kicks all kinds of ass. It is like Beast Wars Optimus Primal, but it's, you know, movie-fied. It's not like the movie Optimus Primal. You know, it has a little bit of blue in there, which I think is kind of nice. I kind of wish Optimus Primal had a little bit of blue in the movie, but I think the all-black look is still kind of cool. You can see the chest has the maximal symbol, and for the transformation, like, this kind of moves in and out, and it kind of exposes some robot-y bits. The arms, like, the only thing they really do in transformation is the shoulder pads moving. I feel like the mask is kind of cheap, because that just folds so far behind, and, like, it's so obvious, like, that's just the gorilla mask. It's not even, like, a change, it's just a mask. He does have the little missiles right there. I'm sorry he's covered in dust. I guess he attracts a lot of dust with his dark plastic. And then he's got a little bit of red on the legs, too, which I appreciate. And for the transformation, he does have, like, this robot foot covering that will, like, fold up and go in. And I just think it's really cool. I think this is a very cool Optimus Primal. And I think, as the flagship toy of Rise of the Beasts, this is awesome. However, I've talked about flagship toys. I really want to compare it to the one that I think it invokes the most. Here is Rise of the Beasts Animatronic Optimus Primal next to the original 2007 Ultimate Bumblebee. So you can see Ultimate Bumblebee is still immense. He is still absolutely huge. However, Optimus Primal definitely, like, holds up to him. One thing about my Bumblebee, like, one of his legs doesn't stay out fully anymore. It's so sad. But hey, the toy is so old. It's such an old toy now. And I got it used, so, like, I can forgive it.
You are my first human friend.
Aw, thank you. These are so fun. Out of the two, I personally still prefer Ultimate Bumblebee because I'm just so nostalgic over it. I remember wanting it when it came out, and it's just really fun, and it has an actual interactive transformation. The transformation is not animatronic. It's just once you get him in the robot mode. But the transformation here is animatronic, and for a character like Optimus Primal, it's understandable, you know, he would have an animatronic transformation. His transformation's just standing up, that's all it is. So, I think this is really fun. After all these years, I think it's really fun that we still get animatronic Transformers for these blockbuster movies. Some final comparisons, let's put them with at least the Hasbro Takara family of Optimus Primals. So let's put him with the Ultimate one. Here, let's scoot him over and put him back there. The main line, the Studio Series, and where did I put the Smash Changer? He is on the floor. There we go. Here is our Optimus Primal family, all happy together. Very fun. Honestly, this is such a fun thing. I think Rise of the Beasts was one of the most hype Transformers toy lines of all time. At least when it comes to the movie toy lines. I was there for the 07 one, and it was really cool, but I only got like 2 toys out of it. Or 1. Did I just get 1? I think I just got Brawl. I think it's the only one I got when the movie came out. I just got Brawl. I wasn't there for Revenge of the Fallen much. Dark of the Moon was pretty nice. But I don't know, man. Something about Rise of the Beasts. It clicked with me. And I was just so hyped for the toys. And I'm happy that I had the foresight to get like a lot of these gimmickier, more fun toys as they were coming out, instead of having to like find them at the thrift store years later and just hope I can find it. I'm really happy with this. I think it's a really fun toy. Is it for everybody? Absolutely freaking not. Like, this animatronic Optimus Primal is not for everybody. Not one bit. Like, some of you may have watched this and just thought, this thing is just toyetic trash. Like, oh, even as a kid, I wouldn't have liked it. Well, guess what? Kids like different stuff. I know as a kid, I would have loved it. I loved big animatronic robot toys, and I would have been all over this Optimus Primal. I would have carried him everywhere. I would have transformed him back and forth all the time. I would have annoyed the crap out of my parents with him. And I think it's really cool that, like I said, these toys are still around for kids today. I think it's really awesome. And ultimately, I think that it is one of the more successful flagship toys. However, unfortunately, I don't think Hasbro pushed it enough. Like I said, I did not see it around the holidays. I did not see it at Target. I did not see it at Walmart. I haven't been to that Toys R Us and Macy's in a long time. I don't even know how many of those they sold throughout the holiday. But they should have pushed this in store a lot more. Because the toy I talked about more recently, the Gotham City Guardian from Spin Master, that was a flagship toy for 2023 for Batman. And there wasn't even a movie that tied in with that. And they had that everywhere. It was a Target, it was a Walmart, it was the Gotham City Guardian. But, you know, this Optimus Primal just wasn't. It was online, it was on Amazon. And I guess it appealed to a lot of adults that were purchasing off of Amazon for kids, but I think the go-to Optimus Primal toy, like the one that I actually saw a child with, I think this is the one that most kids ended up with, the Smash Changer. I think this is the one that most kids ended up with. So yeah, let me know what you think. This thing also, like, barely, I saw it once, and that's when I bought it. This thing barely got released. And Rhinox, there's like 1 million Rhinoxes, and only like, I would say for every like 5 Rhinoxes, there's like 1 Optimus Primal. It's ridiculous. What happened to the main line? Like, what happened to the main line? It was like Walmart exclusive. What? And it was only Voyagers? What? Anyways, all that aside, there is the animatronic Optimus Primal. I just wanted to talk about the Rise of the Beast toy line as a whole near the end, because again, this is the flagship toy for it. This was the toy for Rise of the Beasts. And let me know what you think about it. Do you think it did a good job of like living up to the expectation of like 2007 Ultimate Bumblebee and other flagship movie toys? What do you think? Alrighty guys, there we go. That is it. That is my look at the animatronic Optimus Primal. Special shout out to channel members as always. Thank you all so much for the continued support. Have a great one guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.